here with my mom, who is also a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I know she is because I kind of forced her to be.
You didn't force anything, sweetheart.
Basically, I went rambling about the lore for hours and hours and hours back in 2015 when FNAF 4 came out because I thought it was over. And then more games happened. And so here we are, years later. It's the 10th anniversary, and I just found out last night about this interactive novel that came out days ago called VIP with this pig on the front. Now, the pig confused me because I was like, when was this a thing? I know there's pigs in FNAF, but I've never seen this pig. Well, he's going to be our guest of honor. And my mom, I guess, is our guest of something else.
Dishonor.
There you go. She is our guest of dishonor.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Yes. So let me set up a document for our inventory, because that's a thing in this book. Apparently, that's a thing in a lot of interactive novels. I just didn't know it because I haven't read a lot of these in a long ass time. Fun fact, interactive novels were actually my introduction to the Super Mario franchise.
That sounds about right.
So let's dive into this. Special thanks to DJ Sturf. I've heard of DJ Sturf. He's a YouTuber who, if I recall correctly, he was the first guy to beat 50-20 mode on Ultimate Custom Night.
Nice.
Contents. Intro. You, Devin, are the luckiest 12-year-old boy in the world because you just won 2 special VIP passes to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. All day, all you can eat, all expenses paid experience for you and one of your best. You're bringing Ike, Mom says, looking at the colorful printout in your hand that shows Glamrock Freddy pointing at you with the words, "You're a winner." What? No, Mom, you wail. You can't think of anything less fun than spending the whole day with your mobile snot factory that is your 6-year-old brother. Yes! Ike shouts. Did that sound like a question or a suggestion? Mom crosses her arms. Either you both go or no one goes. Poof! There goes your dream of being the most popular kid in your class, at least while everyone competes to be the one to join you in the Pizzaplex. Fine, you sulk. You, Devin, are the unluckiest 12-year-old boy in the world because you just won 2 special VIP passes to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex for you and your little brother. See, it's because of the way I read stuff like this out loud that I've heard I would make a great DM for D&D, but I can't understand how D&D works, so that's not happening. You have to waste one of your precious VIP passes on your brother, but this is still going to be so much fun. You can just ignore the tag along like you usually do while you have the time of your life. Even though you live near the Pizzaplex, you hardly ever get to go. Your boring parents don't like the flashy lights and noise, and they say it's overpriced and the animatronics are disconcerting, which you think means they don't like the glam rock band's music. It's been ages since you were there last at a classmate's birthday party, but it seems like the place gets bigger every year and they're always adding new rides. As you explore the Pizzaplex, you'll face many choices that lead to various outcomes. Before you begin this adventure, make sure you have something to ride on. I'm using another tablet. There will be many details to keep track of, and certain pages will provide special instructions you'll want to remember. You may even need to do some simple math. Sorry. For example, if you find an item that you want to hold on to, write it down for later, and when you use it, cross it out. No cheating. Ready, Freddy? If you want to play on easy difficulty, add 2 Faz tokens to your inventory and touch here. If you want to play on normal difficulty, start out with only your wits and tap here. Okay, guys, what should we do? Should we go easy mode or should we go normal mode?
You know what I'm going to vote for.
Well, yeah, you're going to vote for normal mode.
I'm going to vote for hard mode.
There is no hard mode, only easy and normal.
Boring. Okay.
I know, I'm boring.
I love you anyway.
I'm gonna screw it. I'll go. As your mom drives up to the front of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, you press your face against the car window to see the giant sign over the entrance. It takes your breath away, even in broad daylight. The neon letters and lightning bolts framing the image of the glam rock band are super bright. Lights and lasers flash invitingly just on the other side of the glass doors. You can't wait to get in there. You try to open the rear passenger door, but it's locked. Maybe I should go in with you, Mom says. That's okay, you say quickly. You wave the printout of the winner announcement and you receive your email, wondering again how you won a contest you don't even remember entering. Dad called the Megaplex to be sure, and it isn't a scam, though the employee he spoke to didn't know anything about it either. Only 2 guests, remember? I can buy an admission pass. It's not like I'm about to go on any rides or eat Fazbear pizza, she shudders. And miss your spa day? I'll be fine, you say. I'll be fine, Ike parrots in a high voice in the booster seat next to you. You sigh. Mom gives you a sharp look. You're in charge of your brother, Devin. Do not let him out of your sight. What could happen, you ask. They don't call the Mega Pizzaplex the safest place on earth for nothing. Mom twists around to face you, one eyebrow raised. No one calls it that. But that old marketing campaign was a nice try. Their release form is mostly fine print, and it has so many legal disclaimers I consider calling my lawyer before signing it. But you did sign it, you say. You can trust the Pizzaplex, and you can trust me. Go enjoy your free Saturday, Mom. That convinces her. She smiles and the door unlocks. You pop open the door before she changes her mind and clamber out of the car. Be good, take care of Ike, she calls as she scurries out after you. He's wearing an eye-watering orange shirt with say cheese on the front of it, which Mom makes him wear in crowded places so he's easier to spot. At least she didn't suggest you bring his leash. Do you want the child harness? She asks. You roll your eyes. I do not. The last thing you want is to be physically tied to your shadow. That's what everyone calls Ike because he's always following you around, and he even looks exactly the way you did at his age, like you're twins 6 years apart, except no way were you ever so annoying and clingy. Ooh. Ike's mouth hangs open as he gapes at the sign above you. Chica! The chicken glam rock in pink spandex is his favorite. Move it, Spud. You nudge him roughly toward the doors. Passing through the glass doors into the Pizzaplex is like stepping into another world. The lobby is mainly illuminated by the candy-colored neon glow, and you have to blink to let your eyes adjust from sunlight to the dimly lit interior. Ike sticks his fingers in his ears. The cacophony of arcade games, loud rock music, and children shouting and laughing is almost overwhelming. You ate breakfast not long ago, but the mouth-watering aroma of fresh pizza, fried food, cotton candy, and popcorn sets your stomach rumbling. This place is unreal. It's faztastic! Entry gates are straight ahead, but you stop at the welcome desk first and slide the printout of your winner email across it to a pale man in a red shirt. The Pizzaplex employee squints at the page as though he doesn't know how to read. He holds the barcode under a scanner and frowns at his computer screen. Huh, what the heck? Your skin starts to itch as you worry that maybe this was a scam and a prank after all. You glance at the doors and street outside, but your mother's car is gone. The employee looks skeptical. Hold on a second, kids. He opens the drawer and rummages around a while. He pulls out 2 plastic cards and hands them to you and Ike. Have fun! Add VIP pass to your inventory. Okay. VIP pass. A line of other kids and their parents has formed behind you, so you step to the side to examine your card. It's a dull gray with a silver magnetic stripe on the back and the letters VIP on the front in black permanent marker. What's VIP? Ike asks. He pronounces the acronym as a word rhyming with zip. VIP, you say. Ike giggles. It stands for very important person, you explain. Are we very important? He asks. We're supposed to be. But this card doesn't make you feel important at all. It's so plain compared to the colorful, glossy entry passes with the Pizzaplex logo that the employee is handing out to the other customers. It's also greasy with dust, crumbs, and hair stuck to it. Disgusting. You consider swapping with Ike, but his card is covered with flecks of dried tomato sauce, so you just wipe yours against your jeans, planning to wash it off in the bathroom later. You expected the Pizzaplex to roll out the red carpet, but it seems you're on your own. Some kids are using their cards at terminals near the entrance. They must be information kiosks to help plan a visit. If you use the pass at a terminal, or if you use the pass at a gate. Terminal or gate? Mom's doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Terminal.
By the time you reach the terminals behind the welcome desk, all but one are already being used by customers. You insert your VIP pass into the slot below its screen, and it's slurped into the wall. The bouncing Pizzaplex logo disappears and is replaced with a blue screen. Terrific, you say. The machine is broken. You pound a fist against the kiosk. Give me back my card. Pixel art pizzas with white wings start flying across the screen. Then static crackles across the image. It's glitched, Ike says. You think? You snap. The static clears to reveal the face of a pink cartoon pig with large round glasses that make his eyes look big. He wears an oversized black suit jacket with a loose red tie. Behind his head, a purple wave grid moves against a black background. Hi, pig, Ike says. You're super cute. You gently smack the back of Ike's head. He can't hear you, Sully. It's just a recording. The pig grins. Good morning, Devin and Ike. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. He sounds like a young kid with a stuffy nose. I don't know how to do that voice, so we're just sticking with King Candy. A customized recording? You say. How do you know our names? I know a lot, he says. I am very informative pig. My friends call me VIP. Will you be my friends? What the hell?
What?
Someone in the chat, Denver Busted, says, play Five Nights at Powerpuff Girls collection on Game Joel. Downloaded after this. I might have to. Denver, I will most likely take that offer.
I am now terrified.
Five Nights at Powerpuff Girls. That's a combination I never thought I'd hear.
Nope, you have officially terrified me.
I know a lot. I am very informative pig. My friends call me VIP. Will you be my friends? I'll be a friend, VIP, Ike chirps. Thank you. Stick with me and we will have oodles of fun together.
It's the oodles I'm afraid of.
Ike's right about one thing. VIP is cute. He reminds you of those animated ads for the Pizzaplex with cartoon renditions of the Glamrock animal mascots. But you've never seen or heard of him before. Are you a new feature, you ask? Actually, I've been at the Pizzaplex for a while. However, it has been a very, very long time since I was last activated. VIP's smile turns upside down and a large blue tear appears below his right eye. Then he's back to his bright and cheerful self. Ike's hopping up and down in front of the terminal. You ignore him and ask VIP, what do you do? A graduation cap pops on the VIP's head. I think and I know things. I am a digital companion for Pizzaplex guests. I can answer questions and make suggestions to enhance your visit. I have a question, Ike says, shifting one foot to the other. VIP looks like, it looks like you need a restroom. Would you like directions? Ike goes still. I do need to go potty, he says in a hushed voice. Hold it in, you say. I have more important questions. How'd I win the special pass? I never entered any contest. I am programmed to anticipate what people want. I selected your name from a log of guests in a 5-mile radius who have not returned in 6 or more months. And are not missing or deceased, VIP says. You invited us, you ask? Precisely, VIP says. That's why the staff wasn't expecting us today, you say. Something falls out into the slot below the screen with a hard thump. You pull it out. It's a large cookie in the shape of VIP's head. What's this, you ask? A smart cookie for a smart cookie, VIP says. It's stale. You pass it to Ike. He grabs it eagerly and bites in. Ow, Ike says. Yuck. You said you haven't been activated in a while. Why not, you ask. A frown flickers across VIP's face, but so quickly you might have missed it had you blinked. Most kids did not appreciate my recommendations and preferred to do everything on their own. Parents have not been interested in paying a premium for my services. Consequently, I have been woefully underutilized, he says. But I know I am an important part of the Mega Pizzaplex, and I can prove it. Go ahead, ask me anything. Okay. You glance at a poster on the wall showing Glamrock Bonnie the Bunny and Montgomery Gator with their arms over each other's shoulders and ask the words, "Don't ask why animatronics, ask instead why not more animatronics." What does disconcerting mean, you ask? VIP closes his eyes. Disconcerting, adjective, to make one feel troubled or uncomfortable. The background behind VIP changes to a purple spiral swirling against yellow with red and green triangles falling down the screen. Here is something to make your day even more magical, VIP says. He swirls his magic wand, creating a shower of gold sparkles. I thought this was a kid's book. And something drops into the slot below the screen with a kerthunk.
Now I'm worried.
You reach down and pull out a gamepad with a red rubber case and carrying handles on the sides. You switch it on and are disappointed when VIP's face appears on the screen instead of a video game. This device allows us to communicate with each other throughout your visit, VIP says. Great, you think. As if he can read your mind, VIP puts his hands together and says, "This is my last opportunity to demonstrate the value I add for guests. If you promise not to ignore me during your visit, I can offer you a Fazbear experience like no other. And remember, it is all free for the day. Do you promise not to abandon me?" Ike's head bobbles enthusiastically. "I pinky promise." Kids cheer yay from the gamepad. VIP fixes his gaze on you. If you promise to stick with VIP all day, touch here. If you don't make a promise you can't keep, tap here. So what should we do? Should we make the promise or not make the promise?
I promise nothing. You make this decision. I promise nothing.
Let's not. Devin? VIP asks. Nah. It's bad enough I'm stuck babysitting Ike, you say. I don't need Pig Brother watching and telling me what to do. Is that your final answer? VIP asks. The background behind him blooms crimson. Yep. Can we go now? The screen flickers and VIP's animation jitters. Certainly. Your passes are now activated. The terminal spits out your card forcefully and you fumble to catch it. On the gamepad, VIP crosses his arms and says, "I will be right here when you need me." The terminal goes dark. You hand the gamepad to Ike. When you press your card against the scanner at the entrance, the light turns green and the gate opens. As you finally enter the Pizzaplex, Ike trails behind, fixated on the gamepad. "It is a map of the whole place," Ike says. "Hey, it looks like a pizza." "I have marked the most popular attractions and the most direct paths to them," VIP says. "Currently, Roxy Raceway and Monty's Maze have the shortest way." "I already know where I'm going," you lie. "Shut that off, Ike." "Please do not do that," VIP pleads. "We still have to do our special behind-the-scenes tour. You can visit many locations close to the public. The rehearsal room, the kitchen, parts and services." You would love to brag to your friends about seeing some hidden parts of the Pizzaplex. "Now you're talking, Pig," you say. "Let's go." There's so much to do at the Mega Pizzaplex, you hardly know where to start. As you pass through the lobby, you look at the vibrant posters of all the attractions. Planning out your day with your VIP pass, you'll finally get to go on all the rides you want. Every birthday party you've been to at the Pizzaplex only included a few tokens for the Fazcade and the boring old Bonnie Bowl. But you've always wanted to try Roxy Raceway, racing go-karts at high speeds on the track snaking through the atrium, and you're itching to go to Fazzer Blast, since you play so many first-person shooters. It would just be a lot more fun to do this with your friends than your little brother. The gamepad beeps. You glance at the screen and VIP says, "You look like you are choosing an activity. Would you like some help?" "No, I'm good," you say. VIP produces a bowling ball. The most popular attraction at the Mega Pizzaplex is Bonnie Bowl, and it is best to go before the midday birthday rush. He rolls the ball toward the screen. It cracks the glass. Animated shards tumble down, leaving behind a black background. You shake your head, but Ike pipes up. "I want a bowl." "We aren't bowling," you say. "Bonnie Bowl," Ike shouts. VIP saunters back on screen. "No yelling." "Bonnie Bowl," Ike repeats. "Bonnie Bowl. Bonnie Bowl. Bonnie Bowl." Head toward Bonnie Bowl. On the way toward the bowling alley, you point out other fun attractions like Monty's Maze and Fazzer Blast, but Ike can't be swayed. VIP isn't helping the situation by feeding you ads for Bonnie Bowl and tips about the game. The more he hypes it up, the less you want to do it. When you pass the Fazcade, you pause and gaze longingly at the rows of arcade and pinball machines inside. You spot your friends Alistair, Gabe, and Emma playing one of your favorite games, Catch That Fetch. You wish you were hanging out with them instead of your brother. Too bad the Pizzaplex doesn't have a daycare, you say. They plan to build one in the expansion, VIP says. That doesn't do me much good now. You sadly continue to follow Ike. Maybe if you let him beat you at Bonnie Bowl quickly, he'll agree to go to the arcade next. Unfortunately, bowling with a 6-year-old usually takes time and patience. And you know you're going to waste a lot of your special day there. It's so unfair. Then you spot something that could give you freedom for a little while. A merry-go-round in the play area. Once Ike is on a carousel, it's almost impossible to get him to leave. He would ride it for hours if you let him. Hours. Should we ditch Ike at the merry-go-round or continue to Bonnie Bowl?
We're already being bad. Let's Bonnie Bowl.
All right. A promise is a promise, and you're supposed to keep an eye on your brother. Even though you know nothing would happen to him here, if he tells your mom you left him out of your sight for even a minute, you won't be allowed back at the Pizzaplex or anywhere else until you're 18. And if he doesn't tell her, he'll always have a way to blackmail you. When you get to Bonnie Bowl, Ike has to use the bathroom first. By the time he's done, a birthday party has arrived, so you end up waiting half an hour to use a free lane. Bowling takes forever because Ike rolls his ball so slowly toward the pins. Even with bumpers keeping it out of the gutter, he barely hits any. It takes all your skill to let him beat you. You're so bad at bowling, Ike says when he wins. You grit your teeth. You finally get to the arcade, but your friends are long gone. Then Ike's hungry, so you go to El Chips for lunch. All afternoon, VIP suggests activities to Ike, and Ike tells you what to do. At closing time, VIP invites you to select your rating of his helpfulness. You tap the number 1, but 5 lights up. 5 stars, VIP says. Thank you. When Mom picks you up, she says, how was it? This was the best day ever, Ike says. Mom smiles at you. You're a good big brother. Game over.
Well, we should do it again, but this time we should abandon the brother.
All right. Ditch Ike on the merry-go-round. Look, Ike, they have a merry-go-round. Ike immediately stops and stares at it. As a music box version of Pop Goes the Weasel plays, 3 rings rotate in opposite directions with old-timey versions of the animatronics Freddy Fazbear, Chica the Chicken, and Bonnie the Bunny to ride on. Funtime Foxy sits at the prow on a small pirate ship, pointing the way forward with his hook. And there's even a Balloon Boy hot air balloon and Mr. Cupcake seat. I want to ride that, Ike says in a hushed voice. Maybe after Bonnie Bowl, you say. No, I want to ride it now, Ike says. I don't know, you say. Please, Ike says. You smile. Okay, if you really want to, I guess we can do Bonnie Bowl later. You wait in line, and as soon as the gate opens, Ike races for one of the Chica seats. He climbs in. I'm going to go to the arcade while you ride this, you say. Just stay here until I get back. VIP wags a finger and shakes his head. Children should not be left unattended. You're tired of this very irritating pig. You put the gamepad on the seat next to Ike. Then you keep an eye on him. Please do not go, VIP says. The background strobes yellow and white. You said you would not abandon me. Oh, wait, I think I came here from the... No, I think I came here from the wrong selection.
Oh. Shame on you.
Don't make the promise. Head toward Bonnie Bowl. Ditch Ike on America. Oh, I guess he says that regardless.
There you go.
You said you would not abandon me. I'm not abandoning you. I'll be back. Eventually. Find your friends at the Fazcade. You find your friends Alistair, Gabe, and Emma in the Fazcade. They're surprised to see you. Yeah, I won a VIP contest. You show them your special pass, but they aren't impressed by the plain plastic card. Gabe cracks up. What is that? You obviously made that yourself. Emma shakes her head. That's just embarrassing. You bet the gamepad would convince them you're telling the truth, but if you go back for it, then you'll be stuck with VIP and Ike again. Your friends don't seem that interested anyway. Alistair is trying to get the high score and catch that fetch, but when he runs out of tokens, he gives up. Let's get out of here, he says. Come on, hang out a little longer, you say. Let's go on some rides. We've been on all of them so many times, Gabe says. They're boring. I could eat, you say. Maybe the Glamrock animatronics are performing soon? Animatronics are for little kids, Dev. I meant we could watch them ironically. Why don't you come with us, Emma says. We're going to play the new Dino Shock at my place. Nah, I think I'll stay a while, you say. Right. Enjoy your VIP pass, Gabe winks. They laugh and walk off. Alone and annoyed, you play a round of Catch That Fetch and take some satisfaction in easily beating the high score. Before you can enter your initials, the screen scrambles. When it stops glitching, you see VIP's face, and he is one very irate pig. Around you, people are complaining. Hey, what happened to my game? What's with this pig? Are we being pranked? I just lost my token. You look around and see VIP's face on arcade games throughout the entire Fazcade. His colors are scarily inverted. Uh-oh. Words pop up on the screens. You lied, Devin! Who's Devin, people say. You back away from the arcade cabinet. How is VIP doing this? That doesn't matter. You just have to get him to stop. You hurry to a terminal in the atrium. When you search it past, a red-faced VIP appears and says, I wondered if I should trust you, but I wanted to. Whatever happens next is your fault. You have my full attention now, you say. Good. More importantly, I have your brother. VIP is suddenly wearing a shirt that says, I like Ike.
Oh, shit.
Your blood runs cold. Where's Ike? Is he okay? He is fine. For now. I have hidden him somewhere in the Pizzaplex. What do you want? I want you to play with me all day like you promised. You can get your brother back by winning my special game. And if I don't, VIP smiles broadly. Ike remains trapped here forever. Sorry, I had no other choice. But you do. Should we report VIP to Pizzaplex staff, take him up on his challenge, or call Mom for help?
How old are we?
12.
We're not calling Mom because that'll be telling on us.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the dumb thing and we're going to do it ourselves. Right?
So we're calling Mom?
We're not calling Mom.
So we're not calling Mom.
No.
Are we reporting him to staff?
No, because
So we're gonna take him up. So we're gonna take him up on the challenge.
Yes.
All right.
Because we're 12 and we're stupid. I remember being 12 and stupid.
Fine. What's your game, VIP? You say. VIP waves his magic wand, and the terminal dispenses heavy coins into the slot below the screen. You find 5 gold Faz tokens, each with the classic Freddy Fazbear on the front, with the words "Since 1983" along the top edge, and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza below. You must use these tokens to earn 1,000 points at various games in the Pizzaplex by the end of the day. VIP says, if you succeed, I'll release Ike. That doesn't sound too bad. What's the catch, you ask? I know you do not like following rules, but rules make games even more fun, VIP says. You can only play each game once, and you have to ask me for help. VIP's wand sparkles, and you hear a familiar kerthunk. You retrieve a new gamepad from the terminal slot. This one's in a pink case. Cute. Just because I have to ask VIP for help doesn't mean I have to listen, you think. Anything else, you ask. Use the gamepad to keep track of your tokens and points as you play. Remember, if you run out of tokens before you reach 1,000 points, you automatically lose and you become an only child. As VIP explains the rules, they appear on your gamepad screen. VIP's game rules. Remember this page and come back to it whenever you need to. Use fast tokens to play games in the Pizzaplex. Earn at least 1,000 points by the end of the day to save Ike. You can only play each game once. Ask VIP for help or suggestions while playing the game. If you run out of fast tokens before earning 1,000 points, you lose. Keep good notes on the number of fast tokens you have, the games you played, your score, and any active game conditions. Okay, so let's add 5 Faz tokens to our inventory. And the gamepad, 0 points. You are in the atrium, standing by a terminal that is currently running a flashy ad for Monty's Gator Golf. VIP awaits on your gamepad ready to offer suggestions. But can you trust him? Maybe your brother wandered off on his own, or you can discover where VIP hid him as you explore. You should keep an eye out. You are facing the play area in the center of the Pizzaplex, which holds slides and kiddie rides like the merry-go-round where you left Ike. There's a long line of people waiting to use the photo booth. The Fazcade is behind you, and the entrance to Rockstar Row is to your left. From here, you can see several arcade machines stationed along the circular hallway wrapping around the atrium. You could play some of those to win VIP's high score challenge. Go-karts rumble along the track, snaking around and even over the walkway. Somehow, the rides and games seem less fun when you have to play them to satisfy VIP. Just like reading is less fun with the school assignment. But time's a wasting, and you have a brother to save before the Pizzaplex closes for the night. Should we explore the Fazcade, explore the atrium, or explore Rockstar Row?
You get to make the decision on this one.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the Fazcade.
Okay.
Inside the Fazcade, the flashing lights, jangly music, and beeping game sounds meant to spark joy and excitement only fill you with a strange depression. You left Ike alone so you could play games with your friends, and now he's gone and so are your friends. All you have left is VIP and your guilt. Even that Chica candy crane machine near the center of the arcade reminds you of Ike. You consider trying to win him a plush Mr. Cupcake from the claw machine. It looks like the game also awards points. What else could you play to get the most points? You push your way through the kids milling through the arcades and clustered around video game cabinets and pinball tables. You can't help but look for your brother in the pressing crowd. Your heart pounds in beat with the music, your head hurts and sweat pours down your face. You look like you're having a panic attack, VIP says. Would you like to visit a health station? You want to get out of here, not just the arcade, but the Pizzaplex, but you can't go home alone. Out of all the video games here, you're the best at Mangle's Quest, but there only seems to be one cabinet and it's turned off. Should we play Chica's Candy Crane, return to the atrium, or try to plug in Mangle's Quest?
I'd ask if we could plug in Mangle's Quest.
Alright. You head over to the Mangle's Quest cabinet, hoping you can figure out what's wrong with it. Unfortunately, it seems likely that your high score will have been wiped from its memory. The screen is dark, but there's no out of order sign like on the other broken games in the arcade. You peek around the back and see what the possible problem is. The machine's unplugged. You try to pull the cabinet away from the wall so you can get behind it, but it's too heavy. A couple of kids see you straining to move it, but rather than help, they laugh as they pass by. You drop to your hands and knees and reach for the loose plug on the floor. Your fingers brush against it, but you can't quite grab it. Whatever. You're about to stand up when you catch a glint of something along the clumps of dust gathered around the cabinet. You pluck it out and discover it's a coin. But not just any coin, it's a Faz token. Talk about buried treasure. You now have an extra chance to win VIP's challenge. Add one Faz token to your inventory. Okay, so we now have 6 tokens.
Okay.
Shall we play Chica? Okay, well, we haven't played Chica's Candy Crane yet, so we better do that.
Okay.
As you approach Chica's Candy Crane, a little girl in pigtails trudges away from it with her head down. She cries as she bites into a chocolate bar. A sticker on the glass of the machine says, "Everyone's a winner." There's only one Mr. Cupcake inside, buried in the center of the machine up to its eyes in an assortment of sweets. This close, you realize it isn't a plush at all, but a plastic toy with removable parts, like a mini animatronic. You imagine Ike's joy when you hand him the toy. He had a Mr. Cupcake plush when he was little, and there were baby pictures of him in a Let's Eat Baby Chica's face.
Yeah.
The claw of the crane game is a large yellow mechanical hand. You slide a token into the machine, and a 30-second timer counts down. You grab the joystick and jerkily navigate the claw into position exactly over the toy before your time is up. The claw descends, closes firmly around the cupcake's pink icing top. The fingers slip right off. Rigged! You smack the glass. Mr. Cupcake's eyes dart toward you and you jump back. A bag of candy drops into the tray below, and 100 points flashes on the display. Add 100 points to your score. Add candy to your inventory. Remove one Faz token from your inventory. Okay, so we're back to 5 tokens.
Ouchie.
We have 100 points. And we have candy.
Yay, candy.
Okay, return to the atrium. So, shall we explore the atrium or Rockstar Row?
Let's go to Rockstar, bro. That sounds fun.
Rockstar Row is typically your last stop in the Mega Pizzaplex, as one of the exits is on the far end. You're always impressed by the massive golden statues of Glamrock Freddy, Roxanne Wolf, Glamrock Bonnie, and Glamrock Chica. Sometimes you can glimpse the animatronics themselves through the large windows of their respective green rooms on your right. None of them are in there right now, probably out performing, visiting with guests, or hanging out in their attractions. This space gets so much more crowded just before closing, but there aren't many people around right now. Since your last visit, the Mega Pizzaplex is out of a cardboard cutout of the newest animatronic, Montgomery Gator, tucked to the left between Bonnie's and Chica's statues. Too bad for him, you think. There are signs about an upcoming expansion of the Mega Pizzaplex, so maybe they'll give the poor guy his own green room. He's the only member of the band who's actually green, after all. You usually rushed on your way out, so you haven't really explored in here. Display cases along the left side of the room are filled with props and stuff, and beyond those are several doors. Maybe you'll find Ike behind one of them. Leaving already? VIP checks her wristwatch. You better hurry and play some games. Should we investigate the display cases, investigate the doors, or return to the atrium?
Might as well investigate shit near us. What's closest?
The display cases.
Okay, let's investigate those.
You walk along the row of glass display cases, glancing at the various guitars, animatronic parts, and other props. You pause when you reach Mr. Cupcake, Ike's favorite toy when he was little. He slept with it and carried it around everywhere, and he even talked to it sometimes when he thought no one was around. Then one day, when he was about 3, he lost his Mr. Cupcake. It had to be inside the house, so all of you looked for it everywhere, but it never turned up. Your parents kept asking if you had hidden it, even though Ike insisted over and over that Mr. Cupcake had run away. You still feel the sting of being blamed for something you didn't do. At the end of the display cases, there's the life-size figure of a boy holding colorful balloons. You've only ever seen Balloon Boy in retro arcade games, so you take a closer look. Balloon Boy isn't a statue, it's a balloon dispenser. The red LED above the coin slot reads 1 fast token per balloon and 100 points. And there happens to be a fast token peeking out from under its foot. How did it get under the kiosk? Should we try to get the fast token first, or should we buy a balloon or investigate the doors? Or...
Get the token. Hello.
There are multiple do not touch signs on the display cases with an illustration of a child's hand inside the open mouth of a classic Freddy Fazbear animatronic with sharp teeth. But surely that warning doesn't apply to Balloon Boy's balloon dispenser. You would have to touch the machine to buy a balloon anyway, though you doubt the staff would want you moving it. You look around to make sure no one is going to stop you, but the person at the checkout desk looks sleepy and doesn't pay you any attention. You grab the kiosk under Balloon Boy's arms and try to lift it. It isn't that heavy, so you easily shift it off the coin. Suddenly, the machine says loudly in a cheerful childish voice, "Hello?" You're so startled you let go. Thud, the machine lands heavily. You hear a piercing noise and the display scrambles, flickering between 100 and 300 points. Uh-oh, that woke the guy at the desk. He's looking over you curiously. He seems a little scared. Maybe you should test the machine to make sure you didn't break it. Even better if you glitch it into giving you 300 points. Add 1 fast token to your inventory. Okay, so we're back at 6 tokens. Should we buy a balloon, investigate the doors, or return to the atrium?
Well, yeah, we gotta buy a balloon.
You insert a token into the slot and watch in fascination as a purple balloon emerges from Balloon Boy's right fist, slowly inflates with a gentle hiss, and then rises on a string. It bobs in the air, swaying gently alongside the fake balloons mounted on the end of thin metal rods. Ike would love to see this machine in action. He's always taking his toys apart and putting them back together, studying how they work. Of course, usually when he's done, they don't work anymore and he ends up in tears. Hidden speakers play the sound of giggling and a recording of a boy saying, "Take your balloon, hold on tight." The display above the coin slot reads 100 points. "Oh, too bad," VIP says. "You need a lot more than that." He dives into a huge pile of gold fast tokens and swims around in them like only a cartoon can. At least you got a balloon out of it. If you can't rescue Ike, you'll just draw his face on it, and maybe Mom won't notice the difference. You tie the other end of the string onto your wrist so you don't lose it. Add 100 points to your score, add balloon to your inventory, remove one fast token from your inventory. Okay, so we're back down to 5 tokens. We now have 200 points, and we have a balloon.
Woohoo.
Investigate the doors or return to the atrium.
Let's investigate the doors.
Alright.
We're here.
Thinking I could have been lured into an area closed to the public, you move along the wall on your left and check out each door as you pass it. The first is a red door, hidden behind the cardboard cutout of Monty. Could this be a makeshift green room for the newest Glamrock character? The next door you come to has a security shield on it. You should have thought of it before. Security has cameras all over the Pizzaplex, so maybe they can track where your brother wandered off to or who took him there. You continue on and reach a plain door in the far corner. You get excited when you see the letters VIP on it. You lift your gamepad. Hey VIP, are you behind this door? The background behind VIP crackles with static. That is the VIP greeting room. If a guest collects 10,000 points while using the gamepad, they win an in-person meeting with me. Can I come in? VIP crosses his arms. I increased the access fee to 100,000 points. Based on your performance thus far, you'll never be allowed to enter, so just move along. Should we try the red door, the security door, or return to the atrium?
What do you think?
I think we should try the security door.
Okay.
Behind the door, there's a back area that connects with other parts of the Pizzaplex. At an intersection of corridors is a small enclosed office with 2 entrances and screens showing camera footage from all over the building. There's no guard in sight. You dart inside and start messing with the controls on the desk. If you can rewind recorded footage from the security feeds, maybe you can spot Ike or where he wandered off to. Hey, who's in there? A man's voice calls from the hallway on your left. You slap the button by the door and it shutters, close it off. Ha ha, very funny, he grumbles. On the screen, you see a camera for the hall right outside the office. Why would you need that? Or doors with emergency shutters? An old white guy ambles around to the door on the right. You quickly shut that one too. A moment later, the door opens with the guard jingles a key ring. This is my office, you know. Sheesh, I just went to take a leak. You consider telling him about VIP, but you doubt he'll believe you, and VIP wouldn't like it. He escorts you back to Rockstar Row. Now, I should ban you from this place, but consider this your first warning. And if you want a security job when you're older, call me. He hands you a shiny Fazbear Entertainment security badge and slams the door. Add security badge to your inventory. Alright, let's return to the atrium. Unless you want to try the red door now.
Might as well.
Alright, let's try the red door. You open the door and hesitate when you see a dimly lit corridor stretching ahead. A poster on the wall reads, Lost child? Don't get lost yourself. Stay in place and wait for help. Carry plenty of water. You enter, thinking you'll take a quick look to see if Ike is inside. VIP doesn't like this plan. You look like you are snooping. Would you like me to show you the way out of these utility tunnels? VIP holds up a magnifying glass and peers at you through it with a comically huge eye. You ignore him and move deeper into the bowels of the Pizzaplex. You see a door at the end of the corridor marked Storage. You head for it. Do not go in there, VIP says. He's writing the words, this is a bad idea, over and over on a chalkboard. Why not, you ask. You will regret it. You open the door and smell something horrible and rotting inside. It smells like death. It's dark. Not too late to turn around, VIP warns. You step inside and fumble for a light switch. The stink and your own fear make you want to throw up. You finally feel a chain against your face and you pull it. You see what VIP has been hiding inside. You wish you could unsee it, but the image is burned into your brain. Now it is too late, he says. The door slams shut and the light goes out. Game over.
Oh, shit. Alrighty then.
I'm going to leave it there.
Chicken.
No, I mean, I'm just ending the stream.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. We'll give this another go probably tomorrow. Probably.
Maybe.
I have no idea how many endings are in this book.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find them. We're gonna find more endings tomorrow. See you guys.